Title: One text changed everything. I'm done pretending I'm satisfied with you. When you live with someone long enough, patterns emerge. The pauses in their speech, the flicker in their eyes when they're hiding something, the tone they use when something's wrong, but they refuse to admit it. For years, I thought I knew my wife, Megan, inside and out. 9 years of marriage, a home built together, weathered ups and downs. She was my best friend, my partner, the one person I believed I could trust completely. And yet, all it took was a single message to remind me that love can slip away quietly, often before you even notice it's gone. It was a Sunday evening. Megan sat on the couch, scrolling through her phone while pretending to watch TV. I was in the kitchen making tea when her phone buzzed. Usually I wouldn't have cared, but this time she picked it up, smiled faintly, and angled the screen away as soon as she caught my gaze. It wasn't the first time she'd done this recently. I tried to ignore it, telling myself it was just work messages or friends from her yoga class. But deep down, something whispered that I was being naive. Later that night, she went to bed early, claiming exhaustion. I sat alone in the dim light of the living room, feeling that strange ache, the one that surfaces when you sense something's wrong but can't yet prove it. I told myself not to snoop. Trust meant respecting privacy. But trust is a two-way street, and it already felt like she had driven off the road. Then her phone buzzed again, lying on the table beside me. I picked it up. One message. That was all it took. I'm done pretending I'm satisfied with you. My heart sank. Hands shaking, I scrolled up. The conversation wasn't long, but it revealed everything. She'd been texting someone named Evan. Their messages weren't explicit, but they carried a closeness that only two people emotionally entwined could share. He called her beautiful, told her he wished he could make her feel truly seen. And she replied with words that cut deep. You already do. I didn't yell. I didn't throw the phone. I just sat there, stunned, realizing the woman who had once held my hand during storms had quietly created another life inside her phone, a life I no longer inhabited. The next morning, she acted as if nothing had occurred, humming while making coffee, kissing me on the cheek, asking if I wanted toast. Her calm made me sick. I watched her, stunned by how someone could appear so peaceful after detonating the foundation of a marriage. I didn't confront her immediately. Instead, I observed the way she smiled at her phone between bites of breakfast, her tone softening, warmer with each message. She wasn't present in our kitchen. She was elsewhere, mentally distant from me. At work, my mind kept returning to that text. I'm done pretending. I'm satisfied with you. The words looped in my head like an echo I couldn't silence. Satisfied. That single word gutted me. I had always believed satisfaction came from loyalty, stability, laughter, shared silences, the small things that form a life. But apparently, she sought something else, something fireworks and spark. Perhaps Evan knew how to deliver that. That night, I didn't touch her phone again. I didn't need to. Her actions said everything. She stayed up late on the balcony, whispering into her phone. When I stepped outside to say goodnight, she ended the call abruptly, flashing a guilty glance before composing herself. Just talking to Lauren, she said. I nodded, pretending to believe her, but inside, something had already broken. 2 days later, while cleaning the living room, her laptop was left open. I wasn't looking, but her emails were right there. One from Evan. You don't deserve to be unhappy. I clicked it. His words were long and intimate, praising her strength, claiming she deserved someone who truly understood her, someone who could give her what I could not. At the bottom, her reply, you already make me feel things I thought were gone. My hands shook. That was the moment I realized this wasn't just emotional. It had gone much deeper. I closed the laptop, stepped into the backyard, and sat staring at nothing for hours. That evening, she returned home radiant. Makeup flawless, new dress, a perfume I didn't recognize. Team dinner, she said casually, grabbing her keys. I smiled. Have fun. By then, I wasn't her husband. I was just a man paying the bills while she lived her double life. That night, I didn't sleep. I sat by the window, watching the streetlights until her car finally returned around midnight. She walked in quietly, trying not to wake me, but I was wide awake. Her perfume hit first, the same expensive scent she wore only when she wanted to impress someone. She smiled faintly when she saw me on the couch. "You're still up?" she asked softly, as if nothing had happened. I nodded. "Yeah, couldn't sleep," she murmured, hesitating, then muttered something about being tired before heading straight to the bedroom. I didn't stop her. I just watched. The woman I loved was now a stranger living under my roof. The next day, I decided silence was no longer an option. I printed every single message. That evening, when she returned, I laid the papers on the table. Her face drained of color. "What is this?" she whispered. "You tell me," I said quietly. She didn't deny it, didn't cry. She simply sat down, exhaling heavily. "I wasn't happy, Daniel. You stopped making me feel wanted. I needed to feel something again. Something inside me twisted. So I cheated. I didn't plan it," she said, trembling now. "It just happened. He understands me in ways you never could." Those words burned. "He understands me better than you." That was her excuse. No guilt, no regret, just blame. She wanted me to believe my failures justified her betrayal. "You think he understands you?" I said slowly. "Give it time, Megan. You'll see who he really is." She scoffed. But the following days proved me right. Evan wasn't the saint she imagined. A week later, she arrived in my office, eyes red, trembling. "He got fired," she said quietly. HR had discovered their messages, sent through company email. I didn't smile, didn't gloat. "I guess he understood you right out of a job," I said. She said nothing. After that, she moved out. I haven't seen her since, but sometimes, late at night, I still hear that text echo. "I'm done pretending I'm satisfied with you." Maybe she was right. Maybe she wasn't satisfied.